Used car market stability provides positive outlook for H2 by Matt Deprez, 7th of August 2025. Auto Trader, same picture they all used. The used car market is well positioned for a successful second half of the year, according to Auto Trader. Its latest data shows consumer confidence is robust, cars are selling at near record speed and prices remain stable across segments. The average price of a used car was £16,786 in July, which is flat on both a month-on-month and year-on-year basis. But the thing is, it's not, because the average price of used electric vehicles has dropped significantly year on year. But they haven't put that because they don't want that in the story. So again, when it's good news, they separate electric vehicles. When it's bad news, they bung the electric vehicles in with the ICE vehicles and they do it as an overall average. This is what you're dealing with. It's the fourth consecutive month prices have been flat year on year, following 19 months of contraction, which Auto Trader said reflects positive underlying market dynamics. Now the other thing is, diesels and petrols have held the prices and in some cases gone up, electrics haven't. So it's remained flat because diesel and petrols have gone up, electrics haven't, but they've lumped them all together. So if they were to tell the real story, electric prices have dropped and ICE vehicles have gone up. That's the actual story. But again, figures and statistics. What can we say? What can we not? What don't we want to say? What don't we want to say that will damage our leasing company? Well, we don't want to say that electric vehicles are dropping and residuals are on their arse, do we? And that they've absolutely plummeted and still plummeting. And even though we've told people that they're stabilising, all the EV people are reducing the prices and making us look silly. We put a price band on each vehicle. High. No EVs are high. Good, I think 95 to 105. And then low, which is up to 95. Auto Trader's market health metric recorded its first upturn since July, up 1% on the very robust 8% growth recorded in July 2024. It's been fueled by the slowing of overall rate of supply growth. Plus 1.1% year on year, combined with robust levels of demand which grew 2% year on year in July, on top of last year's 10% increase. The strength in demand is helping to fuel faster vehicle turnover. On average, used cars were sold every 29 days in July, 1 day quicker than last year and 3 days quicker than July 2023. A clear indicator of heightened used car appetite. There is a heightened used car appetite. Petrol vehicles have really gone up. ICE vehicles. Auto Trader's car buyer research also indicates consumer confidence remains stable, with nearly half, 44% of 1,000 consumers surveyed in July feeling much more confident in their ability to afford their next car than they were last year. Well, they've obviously not read the headlines, have they? They've obviously not read all the stuff that the Labour government are planning, higher taxation and stuff. So I don't know who they've surveyed, what age bracket, what wage bracket, but they're not typical people, trust me. Separate Auto Trader research of more than 2,000 people reveal that circa 70% are looking to purchase within the next 6 months. What's the chances of researching more than 2,000 people? Research revealing that circa 70% are looking to purchase a car within the next 6 months. Mark Palmer, Head of Strategy and Insights at Auto Trader, said, "The combination of swift sales, increasing site visits and stable pricing underscores a dynamic and resilient sector which should provide confidence for retailers as the market heads into the remainder of 2025. However, there remains significant nuances and challenges in the market around supply, which is making the job of finding profitable cars increasingly more competitive. The used car market rose by around 3.3% year on year in July, with independent retailers seeing the largest 6.1% rise. Franchise dealers have been hit by a sharp drop in supply of 3 to 5 year old cars since the pandemic and its related supply chain effects that lasted until mid-2023. Independent retailers have been less affected by these supply issues, have benefited from rising consumer demand for older, more affordable cars. How can a franchise dealer be more affected than independent retailers? I wouldn't be more affected. Trust me, whatever cars I wanted, I'd be getting. Even if it meant structuring my sales to get the end result. What cars do I want? What cars do I want that I can't buy? All right, so I can't buy that. What I can buy is some slightly younger ones that the people who have these cars will want to trade them in against. Worst comes to worst, I'll buy hundreds of these and I'll sell them cheap in order to get these vehicles. If that's what I want, there are ways and means of getting them. Honestly, the maturing used EV market continues its rapid growth. No, it doesn't. With overall supply soaring 42.4%. So, here you go. Franchise dealers have been hit by a sharp drop in the supply of 3 to 5 year old cars. There's plenty of 3 to 5 year old EVs coming onto the market, coming back off lease. Bags of them, as many as you want. The wit with them. The leasing companies are actually trying to release them to the people who have already leased them for 3 years because they don't want to take them back because they've dropped too much. So if this was the case and they wanted to buy EVs, the dealers would be battling for those vehicles. The prices would go up. And Joe Public, who's leased a vehicle, gets onto the leasing company and says, my lease has come to an end. Can I do it for another 12 months? No. No. We've got it sold. We've got it pre-sold. Used EVs are bringing a fortune. You have to get a new one. Get it back. That's what would happen. So when you read all these stories, I'll put it into perspective for you. That's what would happen. They wouldn't let them keep them. The maturing used EV market continues its rapid growth with overall supply soaring 42.4% year on year, up from 38.1% in June, and demand climbing 37.8% year on year, up from 28.6%. That's rubbish. If that was true, and demand was climbing 37.8%, you see, the trouble is, demand's climbing 37.8%, but you don't know what it was before. So there's an oversupply now, that's soaring to 42.4%, up from 28.6%. Demand climbing from 28.6% of what? This is rubbish. With supply levels only just outpacing the otherwise very strong levels of consumer demand, retail prices have continued to stabilise. The average price of a used EV was $24,727 in July, which marked a 0.4% month-on-month increase, the only fuel type to record growth last month, although on a year-on-year basis, prices softened -6%. So they've gone up 0.4%, but down 6%. It's up from -7.6% recorded in June, and the lowest level of contraction since January 2023. Now, I can write a number on this paper for how much a vehicle's worth. That could be an Auto Trader or a cap number. But they don't bring that, so that's rubbish too. Let me just go. Let me just see if I can find cap clean 27,300. Buy it now 25,500. It's a 2024 with 4,700 miles on. Highest offer 25 grand. Good offer. £2,300 below cap. Mercedes-Benz AMG. Cap clean 52,300. Buy it now 49,250. Again, that's 3 grand less than cap. Unfortunately, the highest offer is 5 grand less than cap. Stabilising. Cap clean 28,300. Buy it now 28,250. Highest offer 26,800. Oh, actually, here's an interesting one. 23,900. Buy it now 24,250. Highest offer 23,389. So that's not too bad, but it's still behind cap. Cap clean 16,150. Highest offer 14,850. Buy it now 16 grand. Way behind cap. Cap clean 10,250. Highest offer 98. Now 18 grand. Cap clean 16,750. Highest offer 15,898. Kia Nero. Buy it now 6,265. Cap clean 7,2. Highest offer 4,755. Cap clean 12,4. Buy now 12,8. Highest offer 11,320. So again, all that complete rubbish. And the 1 in 10 sales electrified, 96.7% have got an ICE engine in them. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.